Tonight, for the first time, we're hearing from the family of a man accused in a 1999 murder in Mayport. Philip Harkins is now back in the U.S. to face harsher criminal punishment. Harkins has been hiding out in Europe, fighting his return.
He was extradited back to the United States last week. Harkins is accused of murdering Joshua Hayes at a Mayport boat ramp during a drug deal. Channel 4's Scott Johnson spoke with Harkins' family, who, despite his past, says he's not a bad man and says all this publicity surrounding the charges has been very difficult.
Originally, Philip Harkins could have received the death penalty if convicted of what happened here at this Mayport boat ramp. But because of a deal the U.S. made with Europe back in 2005, now he could only get a maximum life in prison, which is still a lot worse here in Duval County than anything he would get in Europe. Watching the news unfold of Philip Harkins returning to the U.S. to face murder charges for killing Joshua Hayes has not been easy for the Harkins family. I spoke with his daughter Dominique, who's now 20, and because of the publicity surrounding her father's case, she left Jacksonville to live in California.
You know, he was taken away from me when I was 3, but ever since, he's been gone. He's been trying to do everything that he possibly can by me and my sisters. I understand mistakes that he made in the past. So I don't hold anything against him.
Dominique Harkins says she talks to her father a lot, but over all these years, she's never talked to him about why he ran to Europe.
He never told me anything about the situation because he felt like that's something that I don't really need to about my situation.
Did you ask him, or did you just not? It's just not something that you ever felt comfortable?
No.
Philip Harkins' fight to stay in Europe, where he's been charged in a separate crime, has been a long one. Rod Sullivan's a former constitutional law professor who says Harkins was fighting to stay in Europe because in Duval County, he could get life in prison. That wouldn't happen in Europe, where a court might consider it excessive.
In Europe, if he'd been tried on the same exact charge, it would be manslaughter, and he might be out of jail in 5 years or less. Whereas in the United States, their question was, it may be excessive under European law, but it's not inhuman.
Sullivan adds the prosecution here at the courthouse for the state attorney's office could be difficult because this is an 18-year-old case. Witnesses could be hard to come by. Evidence may be minimal. So he says the state attorney's office will have their work cut out for him. We're live downtown at the courthouse. Scott Johnson, Channel 4, the local station.
Scott, you mentioned that the European courts would not have given such a strict punishment as life in prison. What made them decide to send him back, knowing that might happen?
Well, Tarek, there's a group, Human Rights Europe, that in 2012 reported that the High Court in Britain said that because this does not violate their Article 3, which is about inhumane treatment, for a number of reasons. One, they're not going to get the death penalty. Two, he has not been convicted yet of this crime. He still needs to go through the courts. And there were some other reasons as well, including that the governor of Florida could eventually give him parole if he's convicted. So they said it's not totally inhumane. He could be extradited back to the U.S. Tarek?
Channel 4 Scott Johnson reporting to us from downtown. Thank you, Scott.